Hello and welcome back to Leo's Book Reviews. This week we are reviewing Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker. Tell you a secret, A. Deborah Baker is a pseudonym for Shannon McGuire, so if you like the Shannon McGuire books, pick this one up. As usual, my written review will be linked below for my Facebook or my Goodreads pages if you prefer to read the review rather than listening. So this is the start of a new series, and it's something different for Shannon because this is meant for young adults. I guess feels like it was written for kids. So Over the Woodward Wall starts with two children, Avery and Zib, not their real names, but those are the names they go by in the book, from different sides of the street, literally climbing into an adventure together. They are going to school one day and they come across a wall that they've never seen before. So they both climb the wall and find themselves in the world of the up and under. So really good book. They're accompanied by the Crow Girl and guided by these huge owls, and they set off on the improbable road because they are told in order to go home they have to find the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is, the person at the end of the improbable road. But to get there, they have so many adventures, and this is really only the start. And I cannot wait to read the next books. If you've read McGuire's other books, if you're familiar with Middle Game, this is the children's book series that they reference a lot in Middle Game. So I love that she took the series that she's referencing and is writing it. But that's also why it's under the pseudonym A. Deborah Baker, because that's the name in Middle Game that the author that writes these up and under books. It's Wonderland and Oz. I mean, the up and under. It's Wonderland and Oz. It's if you like The Wizard of Oz or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, it's the same logic. It's the same nonsensical flow that makes perfect sense in the written language. But then it's like, is that really what it's supposed to mean? But it still gives you a smile. I mean, I've been smiling the whole time I've been talking about this book. I mean, there's still a logic to it. It's just its own logic. So I read once in an interview with McGuire that she writes her books like poems, and each chapter is a stanza. And that's what it feels like. I mean, it feels like you're reading an epic poem like the Odyssey, and it flows, and you go through it so fast, and it's so good. You kind of want to read it again already. It's a portal fantasy, like I said, like Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland. McGuire is known for the portal fantasies now with the Way Over Children series. It was a great book. I enjoyed it thoroughly, obviously. I think kids would still like it if they've read Alice in Wonderland or The Wizard of Oz. And I know I keep referencing those two. There's the first two popular portal fantasy books that I can think of that everyone knows. So, yeah, that was Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker, a.k.a. Shannon McGuire. I really highly recommend it. If you like fantasy and grand adventures, in another world to find their way home. So, thank you for listening. Again, I've linked the written review down below in the description for Facebook and Goodreads. If you want to give this video a like and maybe a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And you all have a good day.